refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have a great episode for y'all today. As you can see, we got the trio here today. It's, Black Friday. Y'all probably ate good yesterday on Thanksgiving. But we're going to give y'all some great content today. All right. So before I let y'all know what we're going to talk about, I got two of my bros with me. I got Davey Dollar sitting in the middle, as you can see, 49ers fan. I know Brock Purdy wasn't too good, but he got the dub still. And we got Tomo sitting good. He got a full belly and watching his TV. And the Cowboys also ate good too against the Chiefs. But how y'all doing, fellas?
Take it away, Dave.
I'm good. I kind of got this agenda going because some people thought I was crazy when I said something about a certain team, but that team just don't look good right now. So I'm feeling good. Spent some time with family yesterday. So felt pretty good. How was y'all Turkey Day, man? And how was y'all Black Friday today?
Take it away, Joe.
Oh, I'm blessed and highly favored, man. I'm doing good, enjoying life. Take it away, Tomo.
All right, well, now that you say that, blessed, highly favored. There's so many things that you can start by saying, but I'm gonna just piggyback off of one thing that Dave said. You say something about a team on here, and people go in the comments. They call you crazy. They want to tell you don't know football, or you a fan of this team and you don't know what you're talking about. Joe, I was wrong. I said 38 minutes. It was 42 and some change. Them boys can't score. They can't score. Mahomes out here just trotting around. There's so much going on, man. But we got to talk about some other teams today, man. Let's get to it. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone that's tuned in. If you're doing some Black Friday shopping out there, man, make sure you do some Black Friday shopping with Refuse to Lose. Drop that $9.99 and become a member today. Take it away, Joe.
Not yes, like sir. That. I'm glad you said that. Yes, sir. I'm glad you said that, my boy. But we gotta talk about the Thanksgiving and the Black Friday game. We gotta talk about the Cowboys beating the Chiefs. What did the Cowboys prove on Thanksgiving? We gotta talk about the Lions losing to the Packers. Will the Lions make the playoffs? We gotta talk about the Eagles losing to the Bears. Should there be concerns? Should Eagle fans be concerned with the Eagles, man? And we got to talk about Lamar and the Ravens. Should the Raven fans be concerned with Lamar? A lot of people concerned today. But Dave, go ahead and take it away. I know it's Friday. Go ahead and do your thing.
All I gotta say is one thing. Turn me up.
Turn me up. Up.
Jody, do your thing.
Hey, Blaze, shout out to Blaze. But I had a feeling it was going to happen. I had a feeling it was going to happen, man. But,
I wasn't just on the episode last week. Wasn't I just on a show with Tomo? Didn't we just do a show, Tomo?
They've been losing for a while now.
You're right.
Sorry. All right. So look, we are
apparently my team's window's closed, but they got the same record as my team. So.
Oh, Okay. Let's add on to the compilation. But look, we are streaming this on 4 platforms: Twitch, X, Facebook, and YouTube. So make sure whatever platform you're watching this on, you like that video. Make sure you follow and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. You can follow us everywhere, almost everywhere, at Refuse to Lose Sports. But on X and Twitch, you can follow us at R2L Sports. And share this episode with anybody, somebody, so they can be involved in the show like you are by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. I see y'all throwing in the comments early. All right. Shout out to I was here before. Hey, shout out to you. You know what I mean? You was here before the lights cut on. All right. Go Giants. It's Chris Mitchell from the other day. What's up? What's up, my boy? We appreciate you for showing up. You know, see you change your name. All right, Jackson Dart is back. Happy Friday. Shout out to Daniel. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday to you, my boy. Bears. Oh, you got, hold on. I ate the whole turkey, Joe. Bears beat the Eagles. Shout out to Will. Yes, they did. They did beat the Eagles. And okay. All right. Shout out to my boy Blaze. All right. Dave's here. You know, my boy's here and he's going to deliver. But last but not least, sit back and relax. Enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours.
Well, Dave, Dave is here. Joe is here. I don't know. Maybe it's just a running theme. I need to maybe change my playlist because every time we got to come up with some topics, this guy just pop up and it's like, man, it don't make no sense. It make no sense. We talking about a team, 42 minutes. Like I said, Joe, I think it's 42, 43. I don't know. The ticket keeps going up the way this offense just keeps finding ways to just like shoot themselves in the foot, I guess. Or you could say like stub their toe against the bed, step on the Lego. If you got kids, they just keep finding ways to do something where it's just like, we don't know. And if you don't know who we talking about the Bears. No, I'm joking. We're talking about the Bears that beat. Nope. Got y'all twice because Chicago fans on my line since that reel went out. We talking about the Eagles after they lost 24-15 to the Bears. And some would say with just a running game, we just don't know, man. We just don't know. But hey, we're gonna start off with you, Dave, because the Eagle fan is going to smack at you in the comments. We're gonna definitely start with you, man. Should Eagle fans be concerned after this loss?
They should have been concerned after the Cowboys lost.
Ooh.
That's when they should have been concerned. And that's simply because you look at the Cowboys' last 2 games against 2 teams, the 2 teams that were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Eagle fans like that?
That was
It might be Chiefs fans. It really might be Chiefs fans.
You gotta switch it over.
It really might be.
Not that little one growing up. She ain't gonna be a fan of either one of those teams. I refuse to allow that to happen.
Hey, all I'm saying is that's how I heard them. That's how I heard them on Twitter yesterday, crying because the refs ain't give them a call. That's all I'm saying.
We don't hear nothing about them refs on the sheet.
But yeah,
right there.
That's what Mahomes was saying too. Go ahead. They should have been concerned after the Cowboys game. Take it away.
They should have been concerned after that game. Simply because if you look at the last 2 games that the Cowboys played, this is after they went and got Quentin Williams for one. You see the defense has gotten a lot better. And the problem with the Eagles is the offense still looks stagnant. It's late in the season and the offense still looks like this. This is another time when you look at the tush push was unsuccessful. The first time it was unsuccessful, the refs gave them the call, and instead, when it should have been a fumble, they didn't allow it to be a fumble. But this time, it was actually a fumble. So now you see that play wasn't successful today. And then even when you feed AJ Brown the ball, it doesn't lead you to wins. So there is definitely some concern there because now it's going to make it seem like if you don't feed AJ, you got a better chance of winning. But if you feed AJ, you're pretty much going to go against the game plan and you're going to lose the game. Saquon still can't really do much of anything. He hasn't had a good season all year for real. He had maybe 1 or 2 good games this year so far. So it just doesn't look good. And it could be Super Bowl hangover, after winning the Super Bowl, blowing out the Chiefs, and things just don't look right now. And you lose a lot of key pieces on the defensive side. CJ Garner-Johnson was on the other side today, and I don't know if y'all saw what I saw when he had the interview with Shady, and they asked him was the offense, predictable. He was just like, so yeah, it was predictable. And it's not. There's no way you can defend a title when your offense looks like this. When your defense is actually playing well for your offense to still be able to go out there and make plays, and your offense just can't seem to do so. So they should have been concerned from them. And I wouldn't say you shouldn't be concerned with the Bears because the Bears are what 8-3, 9-3,
9-3.
9-3. So the Bears are showing Tomo, because Tomo has said something about Ben Johnson early in the year that I didn't forget about. Said that he should be on the hot seat or something like that. And you look at what
false accusation.
and you look at what's going on now. The Bears are looking like the best team in the NFC North because they have the best record in the NFC North right now, don't they?
I think, yeah, right. Because the Packers, yep.
So I mean, yeah, the Eagles should be worried, but I don't think it should have been after the Bears game. It should have been after the Cowboys game because if you look at the record between the two teams, I mean, that should tell you right there, right now. Just like I think the Chiefs should be worried right now too.
Take it away, Joe.
Yes, the Eagle fans should be worried, man. And I said this on the show when we made our predictions with the Bears and Eagles. I said, Kev, if y'all lose this game, y'all should be worried. Y'all should be concerned. And Kev was like, why would you be concerned? The Bears are a good team too. They're 8-3 just like us. And I'm like, Kev, you look at the roster from roster. But
He said that?
He said that in the comment section.
He said that?
Yes, he did.
I remember when we lost to him, they was the Bears. Go ahead, Joe. Take it away, man.
Right? Yeah, man. But like, so here's the thing, though. This is why they should be worried. Number one, the run defense was horrible. I mean, it was horrendous. If Ben Johnson stuck to his guns and ran the ball, they would have got blown out a long time ago. The reason why the Eagles were in the game is because he kept throwing the ball. We were in the chat, especially Tomo. Me and Tomo was talking in the chat, and we was like, yo, run the ball. And then at that point, when we was talking about running the ball, Caleb Williams was 11 from 27 from the field with 90 yards. And Swift, 11 rushes with 94 yards, something like that. Well, only 11 rushes. And Caleb Williams had 3 yards per attempt. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, stop with the play action and run the ball. And what he do after that turnover Caleb Williams had, and they end up stopping the Eagles again, even though they had a turnover? They ran the ball 3 consecutive times, then 4 times in a row, then 5 times in a row. They only threw the ball on like the money downs, like third down, or when they gotta have it downs, they were throwing the ball. But other than that, they kept feeding the 2 running backs who both went over 100 yards, by the way. So that's a concern right there, which I didn't see as a concern coming into this game, by the way. But what's really the concern is the offense. And it starts with the quarterback. I'm sorry. I am not going to blame the offensive coordinator this game at all. I heard Richard Sherman at halftime with his little Harry Potter glasses. I know he had that probably pre-prepared before the show, so he had to use it. But if you watch the game, it ain't on Kevin Patullo at all. I mean, dude's wide open. I saw Smitty outrunning a linebacker wide open. I saw Smitty open for a first down thrown behind him. I saw A.J. Brown get missed. I saw a bunch of guys get missed in that game. So am I going to blame the offensive coordinator? No, I'm not. Jalen Hurts was not good. And do we want to blame the win? That's what Kev said. It was the win. It was the win. Maybe. So the offense was not good. Once again, like Tomo said, they went 42 minutes without scoring a touchdown. Without scoring a touchdown. They went the whole last 3 quarters basically without scoring against the Cowboys. In the first 2 quarters, they only scored 3 points. So the offense is a problem, and I'm not going to put that on Kevin Patullo at all. It's on the players this game. The players did not perform. I didn't see drops out there from the Eagles. And from my memory, did anybody drop a pass? I don't remember that. I just remember inaccurate throws the whole game. That's all I remember. So Hurts and this is why Hurts gets slandered, because you have all this talent and you got to deliver, and he don't be delivering on a consistent basis. And that's what Javon been saying this whole time. Hurts got to be consistent. He came out against the Cowboys, 3 touchdowns, and we all, and then they went silent ever since then. But we're not gonna blame Hurts. Okay, cool. You come back out on Black Friday at home in the link on national television, and this happens against another opponent who's also 8-3 when the Cowboys just won the day before and they on your heels. Y'all sleeping on the Cowboys. They are on your heels. You gotta win now in these rest of these games at the end of the season because the Cowboys, they are beating good teams. And that's something that we don't normally see, y'all. So the Cowboys are on their heels, and you know that, and you come out with this performance. So, and after all that happened, they still had the opportunity to win because the Bears were not cooperating right. So, yes, the Eagle fans definitely should be worried. Even, Kev in the chat worried today. Talking about we should go back to RPO.
What? Excuse me?
Yes, he said that. Yes, he did. He said we go back to them tight end routes that Tom always made fun of. He said that.
I can't make no more fun of them routes because George Pickens is saving my life with them slants. Hey, if that's what you got to do, go back to it, man. This was fabulous. But should Eagle fans be concerned? I mean, if we talking about a sensible fan base, I would say yes, you should be concerned. But we talking about the Eagles. Did you not hear the fans booing? They're not even concerned. They upset. They ready to fight. I think one time they panned to a fan. I think he was saying fire Patullo, fire Patullo. Like they are upset. They walked out the game, Joe. They are done. They're like, I don't understand this. We the defending champs, and we not even playing like it.
They always ready to fight the OC.
Come on.
Always ready to fight the OC. At some point, I'm sorry. As much as I have defended Hurts, at some point he got to take some accountability on this. At some point he has to.
I agree with you.
You can't keep having this happen. And it's been an issue all year long. And this is not the first time this has been an issue as far as him being a quarterback. Didn't this happen a couple years ago or like 2 years ago when they started playing bad and they 49ers came into the league and blew them out, and then
the great
losing streak happened, and then they started talking about Hurts was the problem. This is the second time in 2 years where he's been an issue.
Hey, Derek, before time will continue, what fan are you again?
49ers.
Okay, cool. I see why you brought that up. Go ahead.
I mean, that did start the fall, though. It did start it.
It started the fall.
I want people to know. It
started the fall. I'm not. Look, I wasn't really trying to take a shot. I'm just saying that started it, and that's when people started talking about Hurts as a quarterback, saying that he's not doing this right, he's not doing that right, and something about the locker room issues that they was having. And then if you look at it, I would say look at when AJ Brown first got there. Him and Hurts were really like the best of friends. Now they're basically just like teammates, and that's it. Not best friends, not friends, just teammates. The relationship looked like it has changed drastically since they became
PG. Hey, Tomo, before you cook, I know you gotta go, right? I wanted you to start fresh. I really want to say one thing. I do this. You know what? You continue, and then I'm gonna rebuttal. Go ahead. To something that someone said. Yeah.
So mine was gonna be short and simple because y'all basically said everything that I was gonna say. I mean, there's not too much more we can do. Like, you don't want to just put sandbags on the team, but it is out there. Like, there's a few things, like if you got to pass out the pie, head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback. Like, those three need to have a conversation because now it's at the point where it's spilling over into the defense. Where now the defense is like, okay, now we have to play a perfect game because we can't trust y'all to go out there and score points. Because again, like I said, the defense is good enough to be like, look, you get us 10, we can stop it. But today, I can't go with that one because that run defense, like their run defense was just poor. And the Bears came in with a game plan. It seemed like every ex-Eagle made a play for the Bears today. Swift was on one. CJ was on one.
Kevin Byard too.
Kevin Byard. Oh, he got the pick. Yep. Every ex-Eagle was on a mission today. And shout out to the ex-Cowboy, Nashawn Wright. He definitely got scored on, but he found a way to make up for it by stripping that ball and getting that fumble because that was a big play. They were driving because if you see throughout that game, and I think this might be the pushback that Eagle fans or some analysts may give you, Dave, on that is to say, well, you see what happened when they went no huddle. They went right down the field and scored. You see what happened when they got the ball to A.J. Brown consistently. They scored. So that I think that might be a little bit of the pushback. But then again, that's 14 points Your offense is good enough to put up 30 plus points. So if you only gonna sit here and argue with my man about 14 points that you seen in a game where you could have dominated, then I think you're gonna have a long day because we've seen this team play and win in all types of ways. And now it's starting to actually catch up to them. Because remember, we kept asking them, like, hey, we don't think that this can be we don't think this is gonna be consistent. Like you can't keep winning in this fashion. And they were telling us, what were they saying? Shut up, you're losing. But now it's starting to be on the flip side of things. And now we're telling y'all, shut up, you're losing, and you don't want to hear it. Take it away, Joe.
Before you go, Joe, AJ Brown in his last 2 games, 18 catches, 121 yards per game, 3 touchdowns. But in both of those last 2 games, no wins. They lost 2 straight. So that's why I said that. It's not because of something that I just randomly said. It seems like when you feed them, because throughout the season they haven't been feeding them.
Yeah, I don't think that correlates to them losing though, because I mean,
I'm not saying it does. I'm saying that some people are going to say that now.
They shouldn't, because if they don't feed them, they probably would have had 7 points like they did against the Giants. I mean, against the Packers. Think about it. They got 2 wins when they only scored like 10 points, and he didn't have a good game. Against the Cowboys, they had 21. That's the most points they scored in 3 weeks. So feeding AJ Brown was not the issue. I mean, no, sorry. Feeding him is not the issue. Feeding him is good. You want to feed your best receiver. And also, hey, I do want to mention CJ got a big hit on Hurts too. Hurts was running at the end of the game, and he tried to slide, and CJ got him good. But that's what I wanted to say though. I wanted to bring up the fact that Cav came in the chat. Oh, we fed AJ, and it still didn't work. I'm like, Cav, don't make it seem like the reason why y'all didn't win was because y'all fed AJ. And y'all didn't force feed. He did try, I guess that's a force. The interception he threw, that was on Hurts. He was double covered, and he threw it in double coverage. It was a bad throw, and it was an interception. But you want to feed your best receiver, because it didn't. I mean, that one touchdown he had, outside of that touchdown, what were they doing the whole game for real? You know what I mean? So I'm not going to put down. I'm not going to say feeding AJ is going to be a problem.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Oh, there we go. You hit the button. All right. I can agree there too. I'm not gonna say feeding AJ is the problem, but that seemed like that might be the scapegoat going into what's next. But also, Joe, look at it like this. It was windy out there, right? So some of them plays where we gotta give everything if we're gonna provide the context. It was a little windy out there, and that's also why we kept saying, if the run game is working, Ben Johnson, why are you still trying to pass the ball? Because the wind not stopping when y'all get the ball. It's doing the same thing on both sides, right? So it's kind of like, if the run game is working, boom. And what happened after the Eagles scored, Joe? What I write? I said, I bet you they run the ball now.
Right.
They ran the ball consistently after that, and everything just started falling into place. To see Philly get outrushed 425 to 317, like I don't think you would ever hear about that. Especially when ever since Hurts has been the starting quarterback, they've been the number 1 rushing team in the NFL. So it's just like so many things that went into it that, as a fan, you should be concerned. And again, you're not losing to some people would say if you lose to bad teams, then you should really get concerned. But you're losing to teams that are, one, in the playoffs and are playing desperate. Because that Cowboys team was playing desperate. This Bears team they somewhat playing desperate because, again, you still got the Packers who are finding their footing, and they just beat the Lions, so they right on your heels as well. So they trying to get up there to get that number 1 seed. I mean, get the number 1 spot in their division, so they can try to lock in. Because right now the NFC playoff race is tight. And I know we're gonna talk about it in the next segment, but yeah, I'm just saying you got to find ways to evolve. In my AJ Brown voice.
And look at the comments. Even see, I'm just like Joe. I don't agree. I don't think because feeding AJ Brown is the reason why they're losing. But that's what people are going to say now. Now they're going to say that because they said it in the comments, and then you said Kev said it himself. So,
but nobody want to bring up the Minnesota game. Nobody want to bring up the Lions game. We had 11 targets and they won. But when they played the Packers, he had 3 targets. They had 10 points. I mean, when he don't get his targets, they don't really do much for real. Mm-hmm. That's how I look at it. So I
agree.
So people saying against the Chiefs, he had 8 targets, but he had 27 yards. But offensively, that game was trash. That game was trash offensively. I look at the Buccaneers game. He had 9 targets, all in the first half. I think it was all in the first half. But they didn't score in the second half. I think he started targeting AJ. He scored in the second half. So like, look at the Denver Broncos game. They ain't scoring the second half for real. Like the second half they got shut down for real. So, and against Dallas, once again, AJ had the most targets he had his career in the first quarter, and they had how many points in the first quarter?
21.
It was cooking. And we're gonna say it's AJ Brown. Like, come on, bro. People who saying that, they just looking at numbers and not watching the game.
I mean, I don't. So what my man said in the video, I said, I don't know. Like, we don't know. But who they got next? That's what I really want to see.
Got the Chargers.
They got the Chargers next. Let's finish out. Chargers, Raiders. That's a bounce back game. Then they got the Commanders. JD5 will be back.
He will be back.
Then they got the Bills, and then they ended with the Commanders.
Hey, bro, y'all got a chance, Tomo.
I'm not even looking at it like where we can go in and snatch the division. I'm also looking at it like this is an Eagles segment, so I'm gonna try to be as fair as I can be. I got my compilation out there. I'm good for the year. Unless they lose to us in the playoffs, then it's gonna be a decade. But all I'm saying is you want to find your footing going into the playoffs because you want to be hot. Like you don't want to get hot too. Then again, what was it? I think it was a Giants team that won the Super Bowl. They got hot late in the year. I think it was like the last 3 games, and then they went on a run in the playoffs. But the way this offense has been playing all year, I don't see them getting on the right foot anytime soon. And there's no tape out there that can show me consistently. Like you can show me a Vikings game, but then the next game. You can show me the Cowboys game and then the second half. Like, it's not consistent. They need some consistency with the offense that can match this defense, and then things will get to ticking. So that's why I say I think they need to be concerned.
That's good.
All right. And with that.
I just realized we never changed it.
Yeah, it's over. Joe.
Tomo.
You know, after Thanksgiving, man, people turn on movies because, they either watch the last game of the night or they cut on the movie, right? And they start watching movies as a family. And then, Gladiator came on.
Okay.
And this was right after the Cowboys won. And I was like, you know what? My head coach should have came out and said this. Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here? Because this is what they doing now. Joe, you said it earlier. The Cowboys are beating good teams. 4 days. In 4 days, they beat the 2 teams that played in the Super Bowl. 4 days. The question says, what did the Cowboys prove on Thanksgiving? After putting down the Mahomes magic, Cowboys win 31-28 on Thanksgiving over the Chiefs. You want to know what it proved? Yeah, it's story time now. You a Giants fan. You ain't got nothing but stories to tell. It's like, nah, man, thanks for the sub. But what did it prove? Hey, the tide is turning, Joe. What I say when you ask me about the 49ers? When I say, man, we closing chapters. They are checking off boxes that us as Cowboy fans are still in shock. When the game first started, Joe, what happened? Dak threw a pick. And then what happened? Mahomes walked right on down and they scored. It was 7-0. And every Cowboy fan in the world said, oh, here we go. It's going to be a long day. Then you really started thinking, you like, well, is the Eagles that good? Because our defense stopped them and they just out here, they just scored with ease. Like the Chiefs has been just scoring, they just scored with ease. And I was like, here come the speed. All these questions, you start answering, you start panicking. And then Cowboys score 7. You're like, all right, cool, The next thing you know, George Pickens not having the best day, but then CeeDee Lamb having the best day. When I tell you the bounce back was amazing, I was just like, man, to go up against an all-pro cornerback and doing the things that CeeDee was doing, it was like, man. And then next thing you know, Chiefs score. Man, you sit up here, you like, man, here we go. It's like, man, we getting that red zone. We keep settling for field goals. We got to find a way to score because if you don't score here, we already know what Mahomes can do. We get the big touchdown. They take it back because Ferguson didn't get his other leg down. Shout out to the celebration. And you still sitting there like, man, look, you got to get at least a 10-point lead. You got to get a 2-possession lead on this team. You got to find a way. And they found a way.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you this team is starting to make plays, and Joe, what you say? Dak had the face. He looked up. And when he looked up, he seen GP come through the light. And said, I'm going to just pass it to you, my boy, because he sparked it. But then there was still some times where Even GP wanted to get a ball up. He fumbled right there in the red zone. The next thing you know, shout out to Turpin. That's how you just know everything was going in our favor because it was like the old Cowboys, the Mike McCarthy Cowboys, they would have lost that game. Jason Garrett Cowboys, they would have lost that game. But this shoddy team, 2 shots and we gone home because that's exactly what happened, man. So I'm gonna keep my opening monologue short. I want to hear what y'all got to say about it. But what did this prove to me? That we still closing chapters.
Tomo, I must say, man, this is a different Cowboys team that I've seen my whole life. I must say, because when we did our predictions, and I looked at the schedule, and I saw that y'all had the Chiefs on Thanksgiving, I was like, Tomo, y'all about to get blown out, bro. Like, I don't know exactly what I said on the panel, right? I didn't do a panel with y'all, but I was like, yo, yeah, I think they're gonna do this. He's gonna get them. It's national television. Cowboys always fold well in high pressure games. When y'all beat the Eagles, that's nothing to me because y'all beat the Eagles all the time. Y'all just do. Y'all play the Eagles hard. Y'all beat them all the time. All right. And then but against the Chiefs, man, and the Chiefs played a good game, in my opinion. But they could not stop y'all 2 receivers. They could not stop your offense when they supposed to stop your offense. And when Mahomes got the ball back, 2 drive and score in money time, y'all got to stop. So y'all did things that I'm not used to seeing y'all doing. And the 2 turnover opportunities that could have been had, that last drive, it didn't happen. It was like, hold up. And like you said, when Pickett's fumble, it's crazy how you said this. Because I got this written down right here. When Pickett's fumble and Turpin was right there, that's coaching right there. That's coaching because run to the ball. That's simple. You're supposed to constantly preach that, run to the ball. And I truly believe, just like you said, if that was Mike McCarthy's team, Turpin wouldn't have been right there. He wouldn't have been right there, right? If Jason Garrett was a coach, he would have been sitting there watching Pickens and then fumble all Chiefs players right there. So the fact that he was right there to recover that fumble, it was like, yo, okay, Shawty, you got this team prepared. And like you said, Dak had that face. You know what I mean? I was like, I put it, Tomo, you making that face. Like you say, he threw it to George Pickens. And I think it was the same drive. Was that the same drive he threw to Javonte Williams for the touchdown? Man, Dak made that play. He made that play. He was getting pressure. He moved in the pocket. And then he kind of dipped down to move the defender. And then just threw it right to Javonte Williams' touchdown. And I was like, okay, Dak. Okay, Dak. And like you said, when he threw that first pick and the Chiefs came right down, I was like, Tomo, I had a little honest belief in y'all, but I even told you. I said, Tomo, I'm not going to lie to you, man, but good luck today, man. I'm actually going to say good luck to y'all. You know what I mean? Like, this Cowboys team is a little different. I told you that before the game.
Yeah.
You know, but when that pick happened and then that touchdown, I was like, dang, it's going to be a long day. But like you said, they responded, man. And that's why I'm telling Eagles fans, watch out. And y'all are a really dangerous team because the defense is coming up. The offense is already good. Y'all got receivers who are just like, here you go. When you got 2 guys, you can be like, here you go. That's dangerous. And you got the O-line that's blocking for Javonte Williams. As long as Dak stay level-headed throughout the whole 48 minutes of a game, I think y'all could be anybody for real. So the Cowboys proved to me that if they get in the dance, they could be a very dangerous team. And this is probably, in my adult lifetime, out of all the Cowboys team I've seen, forget the records. It's like, okay, I actually believe a little bit more in this team than any other Cowboys team I've ever seen.
All right, one more thing before you go, Dave, because I know Dave gonna get me because I know what I said. I know what I said, and I'm glad you here. Remember when Dak almost threw the pick and the ball like flew in the air? I think he was going to GP and it bounced up, and Dak ran and turned into a free safety to get that ball on the ground. He said, I cannot lose this one. And that's when I said, yeah, this team different, bro. This is different. But go ahead, Dave. 49ers.
That's hey.
What did the Cowboys prove on Thanksgiving? They proved to me what I've been saying about the Chiefs this entire time. They're not a Super Bowl contender this year. I said this weeks ago, and Joe thought I was tripping.
We won't get to it.
What the Chiefs don't look good right now. They got a overtime win against the Colts the week prior. But before then, the Chiefs just have not looked consistent. They got one close game win all season, just one, and that was last week against the Colts. Other than that, they were 0-5 before last week. Patrick Mahomes is either overthrowing the ball or underthrowing the ball. It's not. It's not seeming. It doesn't seem consistent. It's not the Patrick Mahomes that I'm used to seeing. Not only that, the refs are calling a lot of penalties on these guys. it's not the other way around. The penalties are pretty much even across the board. But in all seriousness, the Cowboys have looked like a better team since they got Quentin Williams. Defense has, and it's not just Quentin Williams they got. People forget that they actually traded for a linebacker as well. So it's the linebacker and Quentin Williams. I think both of them have made somewhat of an impact on this team, especially Quentin Williams. But they went and got a starting linebacker from the Bengals. They went and got him. He's with the Cowboys now, and then they got Quentin Williams. I can't remember the guy's name right now.
Come on, Logan Wilson.
Thank you, William. 1-6 in one-score games. They were undefeated last year in one-score games, or maybe had one loss in one-score games last year. This year,
they were undefeated,
and they don't look the same this year. They just don't look the same. And then you got Dak and Pickens. Oh my goodness! Watching that game on Thanksgiving, I was in my phone in the chat, and until I saw that Pickens catch, I forgot what catch it was, but it was
the Spider-Man league.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I said, what is Pickens do? Oh, never mind. Never mind.
That's on the thumbnail.
He's playing lights out. He playing like he got a lot to prove. Man. And Cowboys look good. The one thing I don't like saying, but the Cowboys look good. The Cowboys look good right now. I'm not going to say that they might do something in the playoffs. I'm not gonna say that right now.
They got to get there.
They ain't even in the playoffs right now.
They got to get there.
They got to get in there first. So if they get in there, then maybe they can be a problem. And that's how I feel about the Chiefs right now too. Maybe they can be a problem, but right now they're not in the playoff picture.
Yep. And
they were the 10th seed.
No, they're the 9th seed.
9th seed.
Only because they played a game.
Oh yeah, nobody else played yet.
Yeah. The Texans are 6-5, who are the 8th seed. They are 6-6.
If the Texans gonna win, they're gonna be the 10th seed.
Okay. No, they'll be a 9th seed still.
Because Baltimore lost. Baltimore the 10th seed right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, quick comment talking about. So who? Okay, we're gonna get this right. So who are contenders in the AFC?
Whoever you see in the playoff picture right now. Broncos are a contender. I think the Broncos. You asked me, and I named the team.
Broncos,
I named the teams now. The Broncos right now to me seem like the team that could represent the AFC in the championship. Although I know their quarterback can be an issue sometimes. That
the
defense, Patriots.
Okay, the Colts.
Danny Downs.
They're third seed. I mean, they're third seed.
But they got Jonathan Taylor, and he's looking like he could be MVP.
No, forget what they got, Dave. They're the third seed. It's Colts, right?
Oh,
it don't matter who they got. They're the third seed. Steelers, right? They're the 4th seed. Are they contenders?
I don't think the Steelers are contenders, no.
So we got 3 contenders in the AFC. We got the Broncos, the Patriots, and the Colts, right?
For right now.
You know what it sound like? Who the best team in the NFC? The New Orleans Saints. That's what it sounds like right now. This is not the standings.
That was early in the season. That ain't the same thing.
But we're not talking about the standings. We're talking about who are contenders. Contenders are who do you believe will get to the Super Bowl? The season do not end today.
And I named the Broncos, and I was explaining the reason. You stopped me because you think it's automatically about the record. I'm not.
No, you said that you started by saying, "Look at the standings." That's what you said, and you said the Chiefs are in the playoff picture. So how can they be contenders? It's not about the playoff picture today. So if you had to make a bet, would you bet they miss the playoffs or make the playoffs? The Chiefs.
I would bet they miss it right now.
Okay, so you honestly don't think they
I don't think
playoff
they make it. I don't think they make it. I'm honest.
So if they
I'm being
get in the
real.
playoffs, who will beat them?
I don't. I already said this before. If they make the playoffs, I don't. I still don't believe that anyone could beat them because they've been to the ABC Championship every single year since
So
how
they are
long they're in the playoffs.
contenders, bro. If
If
you
they
feel
get
like,
into it, they're not in the playoffs right now, Joe. I
yes,
said
you're
this.
right.
I explained this before.
But if a contender is, who do you think can get to the Super Bowl? And you
Okay.
just said you think they can get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, if they make the playoffs.
Yes, you're right. That's everything's an if. So, but you believe that no one could beat them
It's
in the
different
playoffs.
it's different because when it's the Chiefs, when you talk about them, they're already in the playoff picture. That's the thing. It's not the same thing this year.
And also, I want to address what you said too, that they don't look the same as last year. They actually look better than last year. Last year, they won all the close games while being bad. And that's why they got spanked by the Eagles in the Super Bowl. That was not a good team. They were squeezing out all these victories by small margins, and they were overrated. And that's why they
But
got
they
smacked.
but
But
they
this
all
year,
didn't they have a lot of injuries last year as well?
what? Not the no. What injury they had last year? That was so significant.
Didn't they have like a wide
Oh, you talking
receiver
the
out for a
receivers?
while?
Receivers,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yes, and that's why this year their points per game is higher. They actually allowing less points per game this year. It's just that the only difference is, like you said, they're 1-6 in these close games, and that can blind you. And that's why you feel like
Mahomes hasn't looked at
Mahomes actually looked better this year than he did last year. Do you see him last year? He
Yeah, I
wasn't
saw him
good
last
last year. This year he's actually playing better this year. So the Chiefs, like you believe, if they get in the dance, which I believe, you say you don't believe, but I believe they get into the dance, but we don't know because the dance ain't start yet. They are contenders. Because that means you think they contenders over the Broncos, Pacers, and the Colts if the playoffs started, if they ended. So there are contenders is I think they can get the Super Bowl. It's not about who's in the playoff picture right now. It's about who do I think will get to the Super Bowl.
I'm thinking whoever's in the playoff picture, who are the contenders that are in the playoff picture right now. That is my thinking right now. That's how I think when it comes to contenders. Okay.
All right.
I'm laughing at the comment.
All right.
I had a whole question. I forgot. Child good. He said you silenced the mojo. Hey, bro. All right, fellas. Hold on. The Chiefs
you
wait.
have more to say.
No, I did, but I forgot. Let's move on to the next topic because it's more. I'm thinking about the playoff picture now because the Ravens are up, but the Ravens got to win the division in order to jump the Chiefs. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Lamar don't look good right now, so I don't know.
We got to give. Look, should Baltimore be concerned with Lamar? Because this is the second week in a row where the offense from him has looked a little stagnant, where some folks are, wait, what did he just say? Chiefs just need to make the playoffs and then no one will want to.
Before the season, we asked who are contenders. We don't look at, like let's say it's week 5 and the Chiefs are the 10th seed. You don't like, no, they're not the playoff picture. I'm not going to say they're contenders. Contenders is like, okay, if they get to the playoffs, I believe that you can't beat them. Those are contenders. It's not like, let me look at the standings first before I answer that question.
I'm not going to lie, though, Joe. I do think this year the Broncos could beat them in the playoffs.
Which is fine. That's fine. But Dave said he think no one can beat them. That's what they said.
Yeah, no one's proven it. So if they get into the dance, that's how I feel.
That's not a contender to me.
Chicken tenders.
That's what happened at Rick. Okay, go ahead.
I don't know what's going on with them. They were all black. Here go the jerseys. They were special jerseys, and then you find a way to lose. But Lamar, you got to talk about it. Should the Baltimore Ravens be concerned with Lamar Jackson? And this is after Joe Burrow comes back after a few up and down weeks with this offense, where Flacco looked good, and then Jamar Chase is wilding out. But 32-14 victory over the Ravens. Dave, you said it. He's not looking too good right now. Davey Schefter, you dropped the news in the chats, man. Should the Baltimore Ravens be concerned with Lamar Jackson?
I thought about this question when Joe sent the topic. I'm gonna say yes. They do need to be concerned with Lamar right now. Um, Mainly because I've been hearing from just about every fan that saying that maybe he looks like he's hurt out there right now. Um, if he is, he must not be hurt that much to where he can't play. So that shouldn't be a concern at the moment. If it is a concern, then maybe he shouldn't be on the field.
Mm,
But I understand he gives them their best chance to win. That was a bad performance yesterday.
horrible.
That was putrid by Lamar. Now it's not all on Lamar because Isaiah likely had a touchdown that he should have scored, and he fumbled that, which was bad. Mark Andrews had a drop pass that was not good. Um, Zay Flowers. I mean, everyone was messing up in that game. Honestly, that was a whole team effort of a loss. But Lamar did not look good. And the reason why I say yes on Lamar is because um I think someone has said this in the chat or someone had mentioned this before, but he's looking like playoff Lamar right now. And that's not the Lamar you want to see. The Lamar that needs to show up is the Lamar it's the regular season Lamar that he needs to carry over to the playoffs.
Where do I be when people say these things? It's like
I
I
think
missed the
Kev
joke.
has said that. I think
Well,
Kev has said that.
no, somebody. I saw a post.
It
Did
might
you
have
see
been
the
a
post?
post. It
Yeah, I
might have
saw
been
a
a
post.
post or something like that. But I do remember some. I know I saw it somewhere.
He said, "What
That's
I
happened?"
know I
He
saw it
said,
somewhere.
this is crazy.
Um, and then they seem to I saw something else again today about Derrick Henry. Somebody just I think Dart just brought it up in the chat. Chris, Derrick Henry doesn't look the same after he gets his first 5 or 6 carries. He don't look the same after that. It almost seems like he gets worn down after a while. It's not like Joe mentioned when he talked about the Bears. Like they just don't run the ball anymore, and it don't look the same. They run the ball. It's just he don't look the same. And even though his attempts go down, it's simply because he's only averaging what like a yard or 3 yards per carry after he goes for like a 20 some yard carry. Because he did that against the Lions earlier this year, and then his average just went down throughout the rest of the game. I think he only had 9 carries after that. And in this game, he went for a 20 yarder and then only had like 9 or 8 carries after that. And he just didn't look the same. Now it could be because it's possible that they're not running the ball enough, but to me, it's just this offensive line is also a concern. Because Lamar got mauled by the Browns and Myles Garrett just a couple weeks ago. And the Bengals defense, who's supposed to be one of the worst defenses in the league, was able to do what they wanted to do. And that's not good. That's not good at all. And like I said, if Lamar is hurt and he can't help you win games, there's no point in him being out there.
Joe.
the whole Derrick Henry thing. I gotta disagree with that for yesterday, because the type of running back Derrick Henry is, or running backs, period, Derrick Henry's a running back you gotta keep feeding. And as the game goes on, he wears you out. He's a big physical back. But when you're feeding him only 10 times the whole game, I mean, how big of an impact is he gonna have? So yeah, he had a 28-yard run. After that 20-yard, I mean, you take out a 28-yard run, that's like 3.5 yards per carry on only 9 carries though. Like, you gotta keep feeding the beast, because in the second half, it's like, dang, now he getting like 8 yards here, 7 yards here, 11 yards here, and that's when he break for his 60-yarder. But if you don't feed him, he's not getting touches. Now, should the people in Baltimore be concerned? Lamar Jackson. Now, I would say wait one more week, because yes, he is injured. He didn't look injured to me yesterday, though. The mistakes he made, I don't think it was barring injury. Go ahead, Dave.
I think the reason why some people are saying that is because there were times where he could have ran and he didn't.
I feel like he ran more than usually. I feel like it was times when he did run yesterday when he usually don't run. Like he ran 6 times and he hasn't ran like that. I mean, because
I saw maybe 1 or 2 plays where it looked like he could have ran, but he chose not to.
yeah, I mean
But that's
Lamar
just 1 or
does.
2 plays.
Lamar been doing that though. He don't run every time. Like last week against the Jets, I
I
really
know.
saw that.
I'm just saying. That's just
I
what
got
I
you.
saw. Some people had some concerns about that. That's
Like
why they say that maybe he's injured because he's not running as much as he used to.
now, I would say that like last week against the Jets, like they like it's like times like, bro, what you doing? Like run the ball. Like what you doing? But like early in the game, he ran it. I was like, okay, Lamar, okay, you know what I mean, right? He was running, okay, Lamar. But Lamar problem in this game, turnovers. You know what I mean? Like the fumble, the second fumble, it was like a 4 pass, but they call it a fumble, right? But he had a pick, he had 2 fumbles, but he was inaccurate on some throws too. He was missing guys. But like you said, it wasn't just Lamar. Like when I compare the Ravens games to the Eagles game, I can't look at nobody else in the offense but Hurts. Because Hurts was missing people. Lamar was missing people, but on top of Lamar missing people, you mentioned Isaiah Likely, you mentioned Zay Flowers, who had it, and then he got roughed up and like, give me that ball. You don't want it. And you missing Mark Andrews, you know what I mean? Like other stuff happened that it's like, come on, Lamar did enough to win a game if the others just did their part, if that makes sense. But Lamar wasn't good either. Like Lamar was inaccurate. Lamar was 17 for 32 from the field. That's not good. And Lamar is usually accurate. He had the highest passing rate in NFL history early in this season. He's pretty accurate, you know. So that's why I said wait one more week because I mentioned this last when we did the predictions. I said it's actually like a small bye week for him. They don't play until next Sunday, and they play the Steelers, and that's his kryptonite. You know, that's a team he struggles with a lot. So if he goes to Pittsburgh and we looking like this, like he did against the Bengals, who don't have a good defense, then it's a pause for concern because not only you lose to the Steelers, you kind of get pushed back in the race now. You know what I mean? Like you don't have a division loss, the Steelers do. You lose to the Steelers get a game, and it depends what the Steelers do today. I mean, this week obviously, but if the Steelers win this week and they beat the Ravens, now it's an issue. But I think we should wait one more week to ask this question. But I don't think that injury had anything to do with his terrible performance yesterday.
I don't think it's Lamar that you should be concerned with.
Uh-oh.
I think it's the coach and the GM at this point.
Uh-oh.
How many MVP seasons have we seen from Lamar where you're looking at it like, why doesn't he have any wide receiver help? How many seasons has it been up until they got Derrick Henry where you're like, why hasn't he gotten a consistent running back or someone that can get him some help there? Or why is the defense always taking 6 weeks until they can get their footing right to start helping out this offense? I think it's not just Lamar. I think at some point you got to look at it like, remember there was times when almost every time up until recently where Lamar would get hurt and the backup quarterback can only win you one game while he's out. But why is Lamar getting hurt? Because he doesn't have the offensive line. He doesn't have the competent help on the outside. So you got to look at it like that. I think it's time to be concerned for coaching and the GM where it's just like you're wasting your MVP seasons. You don't see them doing that. And I'm sorry, Blaze, but I got to bring it back up where a competent GM would look around and say, hey, if my quarterback needs this, I'm going to go get it. Same thing with Josh Allen. Like, I'm not going to say the other guy's name because you said, well, I bring him up. But look at Josh Allen. They said, hey, if Stephon Diggs is the reason why you feel like the locker room isn't the same, then we're going to remove him, and then we're going to see what you can do without it. If you look at Joe Burrow, they said, hey, Joe Burrow, what do you want? Technically, Joe Burrow should have asked for an offensive line, but he said, I need my 2 wide receivers on the outside. They made sure that happened. If we want to talk about best duos in the league, look at Matt Stafford. He got one of the best wide receiver duos in the league, and they just keep finding ways to draft there. Purdy. They said, hey, well, I think Purdy came after CMC, right? Purdy was after CMC, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jimmy Garoppolo was there.
Okay. But I know in this offseason, they're going to look at it and be like, hey, look, we can't have that happen no more. So are you here or are you not? Because at the end of the day, we need to build around him.
He gone.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. So they're going to go build.
He's gone.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, where you going?
You can have him. You can have him. He a headache. You can have him. He's a headache. You can have him. You can have him, Joe. He's all yours. You
No,
got
I
Debo.
feel you. He had
You
it to
got
y'all. I
you
feel
got
you.
Debo and BA. You can have
We're
him.
not gonna have Debo next year probably. But we're
Hey,
gonna
that's,
swap him out for BA.
I'm about to say
All I
y'all
know
really the
is
49ers. That's
you can
crazy.
have BA. He's a headache. I'll talk about him another time, but he a headache. You can have him.
Yeah, but my main point is at the end of the day, when the GM sees what the team looks like and you know what you got in your franchise quarterback, you need to go out and build around it and not waste those seasons. I've never seen an MVP have to go through the things that Lamar Jackson has to go through. Like, why is he winning MVP and still we like, who is his wide receivers? And we're not saying D Hop is trash, but D Hop is on his way out. Like, he's not the D Hop of old. Now, imagine if you would have got that D Hop that went to the Cardinals. Oh, we talking a different ball game here. But
But
when
this
that
is what the Ravens do all the time. They always go and get receivers when they are pretty
what you
much
see,
at the end of their prime. I think the only time they didn't is when they got Anquan Bolden. But
yep,
I mean, he wasn't considered a superstar receiver either. He was a really good receiver with him and Larry Fitzgerald in Arizona, but he wasn't. He wasn't like, oh, I gotta have Anquan Bolden. He wasn't one of those kind of players at the time. He was tough. He was like that, and he was one of my favorite players in the league. But he wasn't Steve Smith. And when they got Steve Smith, he was past that time.
Odell.
Even if you look at older
Odell.
players, when they went and got Deion Sanders was still good, but he was past his prime. When they went and got like you said, they just went and got D Hop. He was past it. He's past his prime. It's not going to work out that way when you get players past the time that they're really that good.
Now, if all right, Blaze, I see what you're saying here in the comment, but if we talking playoffs, we talking regular season right now, and this is not what we see from Lamar in the regular season. So I don't understand it when you're saying we need to address the elephant in the room. He plays better when he counts, and they go further.
I mean, we've addressed this multiple times before. Everyone knows that Lamar does not play good in the playoffs, and he plays better in the regular season. I just mentioned that not so long ago.
Please mention that, yeah.
That the regular season Lamar needs to show up in the playoffs. I literally just said that not too long ago.
Yeah, I do want to address this too. I mean, you probably didn't see it, but last week I mentioned this. Remember the time I brought up his stats since he came back from injury?
Yeah,
But I also mentioned that like I can see that he's playing hurt because even between the weeks he's not fully at practice, and that's why I brought up yesterday's game had nothing to do with his injuries. It has everything to do with his play.
No, they
nah,
don't. They don't. This is
nah.
Derrick
No,
Henry.
I'm
Derrick,
with him. Lamar
Derrick Henry.
got to play better though in the playoffs.
If you
He
saying he
does.
got to
I
play
agree
better,
with
we
that
agree
part.
there. But the help
I agree
part,
with that part.
I can't go
They
with
have
that.
not always had enough help though.
He had to defend his boy Hurts. He ain't got help like that though. If you just trying to
Not at
defend
all.
Hurts, he ain't got
Not at
help like
all.
Hurts. But he need to be better though. But last year though, he got them out of the hole, and Mark Andrews got to make that catch.
That was
Why you
funny.
got call?
But
Why you got to call me missing Dave? That's messed up.
but look,
That's messed up, lady.
now if
I
you
wasn't
now
talking
look,
to
all right,
you.
so all right, I know we got one more topic here, but let me get this out of the way. Now, if Lamar Jackson had Dak Prescott type teams in the playoffs, you got me. You get what I'm saying? Like when people kill Dak about his playoff record, I can't sit up here and say Dak didn't have enough help. I can't say the defense didn't show up as well. Like I can say that. Like I can give you that. But he has had capable teams of getting him over that hump. Now, if you look at a Dallas playoff team versus the Lamar teams that he had to play with in the playoffs,
The
some people
offense.
gonna sit up and say, "Hey, bro, Dak has no excuse." But if you're looking at what
It's
Lamar playing with,
9 day difference.
I'm sorry, bro. That's what
You're
I
right,
mean by
though.
that, bro.
Because
But do
last year he even had Zay Flowers against the Bills. Zay
but
Flowers hurt.
but when we just talking about breaking down a quarterback play, both of them need to play better. I agree
Yeah.
with you on that one. I can't sit up here and deny that. He definitely needs to play better. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna sit up here and just poo-poo it. But again, I kind of gave you some flowers there because that's what your GM did. He sat there and seen what Hurts did after that first season. But when y'all made it to the playoffs, and I think he got hurt against the Bucks, and he said, "Okay, what do we need to do to improve this team?" And every year he takes a look at it and say, "This is what we need to do to improve the team."
I'm,
Nah,
We seen
no,
Mahomes do more with less.
I'm with Blaze for people saying like he's the best player in the league. Like I'm with you, Blaze. Like you got guys like Chris who think he's better than Mahomes, and it's like Chris, bro, your boy gotta be better in the playoffs. I'm sorry. You can make all the excuses and say like Tomo's right. The help that he doesn't have compared to the average quarterback who wins the Super Bowl is not the same offensively. But defensively, they have shown up almost every playoff run.
Mm-hmm.
So
That I
Lamar
can agree
has
with.
to be better. He
Absolutely.
has to be better. But I'm
Defense
with you also,
has
Tomo. Like if you compare him to any other average, because Mahomes in the go combo, he's just different.
somebody agrees with you.
No, for real. But are we talking regular season or are we talking playoffs though? Because the
Regular
question
season.
is about the regular season.
Okay.
So that's why we didn't bring up that. I'm not understanding Blaze, what's going on here, man. What's going on?
No, it all started with this right here because I brought up Hurts. I said see when Hurts played bad, I can only say it was Hurts. But when Lamar played bad yesterday, I can look at Zay Flowers, I can look at Likely,
Oh, I
you
get what
know,
you're saying.
and
It's
then
more reasons to why he lost versus okay, never mind. So why you addressing me then? Joe said it. Why you coming at me?
and then he said, "Thank you, Joe."
He started this, man. You're supposed to go at him.
Oh man, this is funny.
I get what you're
Blaze got
saying.
time
Though,
today.
I get what you're saying, though, Blaze. They ain't got nothing but time. Their offense don't show up. Let's change clothes. Let's change some clothes, man. Because Detroit, I mean, this is funny that Blaze is talking about this because now all these teams that we are saying contenders, so you can poke a lot of holes in the contender argument now. And the question is, will Detroit make the playoffs? We've seen Jordan Love have one of the best games in his NFL. And matter of fact, going back to what I said about my last segment, Jordan Love falls in that context too. But the GM sees like he's not competent, but he's like, you know what, we got to find ways to make things better around him. And that's what I was saying. Like this is a perfect example of it. They went out and got Michael Parsons and said our defense is going to be the reason why we win games. Even if our quarterback throws a pick, we're going to make sure our defense. There we go. We're going to make sure he's not the reason we lose the game. But technically, Jordan Love gonna be the reason they lose the game. But not on Thanksgiving. 4 touchdown passes, and some of them passes was just insane. I don't know what was going on outside of Nike dropping all the phone posits, cleats out there with the on-field commercials that they was doing. I ain't never seen this many players wear the same cleats in my life. I see what y'all doing since y'all don't drop commercials. Y'all said the players gonna win. 31-24 win over the Lions. Dave, will the Lions make the playoffs? Nope.
You asked me to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. My
bad.
Wi-Fi messed it up, my bad.
Oh, good.
I don't have I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a definite answer for this one because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they can. I'm not sure if they're missing. I'm not sure if they'll make it. I don't know because they got the Cowboys next. That's their next game, which is on a Thursday night. Then they got the Rams, who's been on fire, who look like the best team in the NFC right now. Got the Steelers, the Vikings, and the Bears. Vikings might be the one game that I can see them winning easily because 9, if he's playing, it ain't gonna be good for the Vikings. That's just put it that way. Steelers, possible they can win that game because Steelers don't always look good in the second half of the season. But who knows? But Aaron Rodgers, it may look different. Who knows? Tomo, I don't think the Lions gonna be able to beat y'all. The way y'all playing right now, I don't know if the Lions can be able to beat y'all.
And the Cowboys going to the playoffs. For my Detroit people out there, I'm just saying I'm agreeing with what he's saying.
And I mean, the Bears, the Bears may give them that game because the Bears may have already clinched the division at that point. So I have no idea. The Lions just don't look the same. It was a point to where the head coach had to take over play calling duties. You know, they lost their offensive coordinator. They lost their defensive coordinator. Didn't they lose their quarterback's coach too? Didn't he go somewhere as well?
I think so.
So they lost the two main pieces of their team was the DC and the OC. But even with that, the offense still looks like it can be electric at times. But then you had Jameson Williams, who had multiple games where he had 0 catches. And right now, Amon-Ra St. Brown is out for 2 to 3 weeks. Jahmyr Gibbs is, he's still amazing, but what is everything else around him? The defense is inconsistent. I don't know. There's something in me wants to say that they make the playoffs because the Lions and how they looked the last few years, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they make it or not.
Lions, Vikings, Chargers, Commanders, Giants. This is what the Cowboys have to go through to make it to the playoffs. I seen a thing 2 weeks ago on ESPN where they said the Cowboys can either lose to the Chiefs and win out and make the playoffs, or lose to the Lions. They have to beat the Chiefs or lose to the Lions. It's one of those two games. But technically, you want to beat the Lions because of all the games that you lost in the NFC so far, right? There's too many games that you gave up that you should have won. And I'm going back to the Cardinals and Panthers game. But not even the Panthers game, because the Panthers game looked like what I just watched earlier today, where the running back was just having a field day. But technically, it was 2 of them. We had to deal with 1. So you guys are lucky there, because imagine one guy went for 200 versus another. But anyway, this is what they have to go through. And Dave just read the schedule for the Lions. And as much as I like to take shots at the Eagles, and because they in a division, we have more of them in the actual chat, the Lions offense look the same. It's a lot of questions on that side of the ball. Like what Dave said, it's a lot of electrifying moments, but that's because of the speed that they got. Of course, J-Mo, when he run a screen or he go downfield with a big pass, and then you got Jahmyr Gibbs who make things happen in an open field. But outside of that, this offense hasn't looked good. And outside of that, they look good momentarily, but outside of that Commanders game, from then on, this offense has been Jahmyr Gibbs or bust. And if he's not having a good game, then it's just up in the air. And the one thing that you can bank on is Campbell going to go for it on 4th downs. So that might give you some hope there, because you're like, if he don't get it on 4th down, now we got short field. All we got to do is either kick a field goal, score a touchdown, and then the mudslide begins, because the defense is like, bruh, y'all not giving us nothing to work with. Now you got to give us something to work with. Make them walk down the field, because if every time the team get the ball, they in their own 48, what you want us to do? Now we got to be elite every single time. So with that being said, because the divisions are so tough, and I need the Cowboys to prove it to me, this is only 2 games. We need some consistency. If the Cowboys go out there and beat the Lions, I'll come back on here and say Detroit's not making the playoffs. But for right now, I think they still have a moment of silence. I just had to say it. I don't think they're going to make it, bro. I don't think the Lions making the playoff.
Tomo, I'm with you.
I don't think they're making it.
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. What hurt them against the Packers is what hurt them against the Eagles.
So that means we got a better chance of making it than they do, right?
Can you hear me?
Y'all good. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, like, what's going on?
Nah, Dave, y'all definitely got it.
Hold on, Dave. So the Lions, right? What hurt them this game is the same thing that hurt them against the Eagles. Them going for it on 4th down and not converting. They missed out twice. All right. And on top of that, it's a defense on this game. The defense played good against the Eagles, but then they didn't show up. The offense. This time the offense was pretty okay. They just couldn't execute on 4th down, and the defense just could not get consecutive stops. The Packers had 2 punts the whole game. One in the beginning of the game, one at the end of the game. Outside of that, they were getting points every drive. So, and looking at their schedule, like you said, Dave, without Amon-Ra St. Brown, this is going to be tough. And I'm going to say no. They're going to miss I'm going to say yes, they will miss the playoffs. No, they would not make the playoffs. But there's another team in here we should ask this question about. It's getting interesting now. Hey, Dave.
He said it.
Your 49ers don't make it, bro?
Yeah.
Y'all schedule ain't to not be evil. You got the Titans, but y'all play Cleveland in Cleveland. And that defense ain't no joke.
Yeah, and Kyle Shanahan don't have a good record against Jim Schwartz defenses.
And it's gonna be cold too.
I think he's 1-8 against them.
We thought Purdy threw 3 against Panthers. I mean, this Brown even gonna be ugly. But y'all ain't got Jake Moody to miss a game-winning field goal this time. So
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
But you do got Matt Gay though. I know a thing or two about missing the game-winning field goal.
Oh,
Shout out to him against the Dolphins.
yeah.
You do got the Titans, Dave. But y'all got the Colts on prime time, and the Colts playing well. Then I got the Bears, and then I got the Seahawks in the season. Y'all season is also on the line. So I'm looking at y'all and Dallas, and it's like, who gonna get that 7th seed?
Well, technically,
Go
this is
ahead.
where the tie would come into play. Because if we end up,
I know.
and y'all was clowning me earlier,
I know.
but if we got less losses than y'all, that tie gonna bump us up, and we gonna be there.
But y'all definitely gotta. They have to lose 2 more, and y'all gotta win 2 more,
That's
and
what I'm
then even
saying.
out rest of
I
the
don't,
season.
but I don't think the 49ers gonna lose 2 more
Dave.
games though.
And the Cowboys, you know, they schedule ain't too easy either. You know, like you said, they got the Lions, the Vikings, Well, I don't know. They schedule a little lighter than y'all.
We get past the Lions, you got the Vikings. Y'all don't trust JJ.
Nah, we don't.
After that, who else the Cowboys
The
got?
Chargers
That's gonna be a tough one.
at home. At home.
That could be a tough game though.
They could. They got my in Dallas though, so they did beat Herbo in Herbo land.
And Omari Hampton will be back.
And then they got us at home. And you know my boy gonna be back. It's gonna be a different game.
Oh,
my boys gonna be back.
Oh,
my boys.
I gotta let you get that. I gotta let you get that one off.
Scary Terry finally gonna come. Scary Terry finally gonna play another game.
Man, we had Scary Terry, Noah Brown. We had all them dudes in practice all week. First time Noah Brown, Terry McLaurin, Devo Sanders, and Jaden Daniels had practice in the same time since week 2.
Dang, that's
crazy.
I ain't seen Scary Terry since he got his contract. He put on the Albert Haynesburg right now.
I mean, last time I seen Scary Terry, he caught two passes on Monday Night Football.
Hey, Dave.
But then he got hurt.
Dave.
right after the
Joe sound like the old new edition. He's like, this is the first time we had Bobby Brown,
hey,
Johnny
bro,
Gill.
And we put him on a BT anniversary.
They had them all on the same stage.
They wanted to perform.
That's hilarious, man.
Oh man,
like a reunion. God, no, for real, it's the first time they all practice this week too.
This NFC playoff race is gonna get crazy.
It's definitely something.
You got the Packers in the mix too.
But I think I predicted this game to be a loss in the off season anyway.
You did the Browns. You did.
Mm-hmm.
You predicted y'all record to be 12 wins?
11-6.
Okay.
And we on track for that.
Yeah, I said 10-7.
Yeah. Y'all can definitely still do that day.
Mm-hmm.
But Cowboys,
and I
gotta beat the Lions.
And I think we can beat the Seahawks. The Rams is a different story.
The Seahawks defense though has improved since they played y'all.
It has.
It
has.
And they play where? I play at home?
Believe so. Hold on.
Let me see. Y'all play at home. And you know what's crazy? Mike McDonald only got 2 losses on the road since he's been a head coach there. That's crazy. Yeah, 1 loss last year. And he got 1 loss this year against the Rams.
That was the Ravens' old defensive coordinator, right?
Yeah. Don't remind Chris.
He just became the head coach last year, didn't he?
Yes, he did. And had 1 road loss the whole year. Got 10 wins and missed the playoffs. This year had 1 road loss, and in 1 road loss, Sam Darnold threw 3 interceptions, and they won by they kicked the game winning field goal, and they missed. They still almost won. Like that defense is, bro. They shut the Rams down that game, bro. Like their defense, no joke. So like, that's gonna be a tough game, Dave. And they already beat them. They want they get back. That's crazy. They got y'all playing the first and the last game. That's crazy. That's too far apart.
Yeah, I mean, for one,
just realize that
they swept us last year, so this technically is our get back. It's our get back because we got
swept the year before that. You swept the whole division the year before that. Dang.
Sure did.
But we want to see it's gonna be a good race.
Yeah, I think we still got a good shot. This Sunday is gonna tell it all for me, but I had us losing that game anyway.
Yeah, I think with this loss,
simply because of that defense.
Because with this, y'all got a bye week after this loss. Y'all haven't had a bye week yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like today is Sunday. I'm like this Sunday. I'm like,
I just realized, Dave.
Yeah, y'all
ain't got a bye week yet.
Yeah, we haven't had a bad week at all. We got all these injuries that happen, and we ain't have a bad week at all.
That's not good though, because I'm looking at y'all 8 wins. Y'all 8 wins ain't as solid as I thought it was. Because
Giants,
y'all 2 wins behind the Cowboys. If the Cowboys beat the Lions and beat the Chargers on y'all bye week, they're they're half game behind y'all.
What you
So
mean?
listen to me. If y'all lose to the Browns like you predicted, the Cowboys beat the Lions, and y'all play the Chargers after that. You said
no, Vikings.
They beat the Lions and they beat the Vikings on y'all bye week. The Cowboys will have 7 wins, and y'all will have 8. All the Cowboys got to do is finish the season with the same amount of wins as y'all, and they pass y'all because they got the tie.
Nah, you mean we will have 8 wins?
You just said 7.
Yeah, he thought we was
pass y'all, Dave.
Yeah.
If y'all lose to the y'all gotta beat the Browns. If y'all lose to the Browns and no, that's not true. Y'all already played our game this week. I'm tripping. Y'all already played your game this week, Tomo.
That's why I said. That's why when Dave said this Sunday, I was like, it got me too because I was like, they got to play on Thursday too.
I'm thinking like, hold up, the Cowboys with these next 2 games, bro. But yeah,
but technically, not even if that does happen, right? So let's say Dave could still win out, and the Lions could lose out, and the Cowboys could still get that 8th seed.
Yeah. Because they the 7th seed. If they just lose. If you win, no matter what the Cowboys do, y'all just lose only 1 game. Yeah, you good.
Yeah, it's
no
right now. Right now, the Cowboys is in. That's why it's tough for the Cowboys to get into the playoffs because they stuck in between the Panthers and Detroit, and the Panthers already got the tiebreaker over us because they won already. So this is why you got to beat the Lions, so that way you can at least lose. You got to keep. There's a way that you can lose 1 more game, but that would be it.
But here's the thing, Tom. Tiebreakers not working yet for y'all because y'all got that tie.
But that's what I'm saying. Because if you lose 1 more game and then everything around you, let's say you do end up in a situation where the Panthers have the same. Well, the Panthers got to have 1 less loss than us because of that.
Yeah, I'm about to say there's no such thing as a tiebreak with y'all.
Yeah, not with the Panthers, but
so like the losing to NFC teams, the AFC teams don't matter, y'all, for real.
Yeah, it comes down to losses. Like
unless y'all tie with the Packers. But the Packers got a plummet though. Well, not really. They just need 2 more losses. Which can happen. So who are you rooting for? The Packers or the Lions in that game? For y'all playoff season.
Oh, you talking about when I was watching it? Yeah. I said the Lions was gonna win, but I needed the Packers to win.
Okay, you good then. All right.
Yeah.
I lost all my games I picked, I lost. I even picked the Eagles.
I think I picked the Lions.
Yeah, we lost every game and you won the Cowboys. I picked the Eagles. I picked the Lions, I picked the Chiefs, and I picked the Ravens.
Oh, yeah, we picked the same games. The only game that was different was the Chiefs because I picked the Cowboys.
1-0-4.
Dang.
Let's wrap this up.
Let's get on Friday, man. It's Friday.
Yes, sir. It's Friday, Shout out to the whole R2R network. Shout out to the whole R2R family. The chat has been lit, man. The Eagles game was very fun in the chats. Make sure y'all become a member so y'all can be a part of the community off the court, off the field. When we not on this show, you can still be a part of the conversation. Shout out to my boy Dave, being on the show today. Shout out to my boy Tomo. It was fun today. And Sacramento, y'all saw that fans going crazy on Zach LaVine? You saw that?
Zach LaVine about to get up out of there.
Bro, he can't. He won a contract. We've been trying to trade this man for the longest. But he won lying. And Doug Christie, who I vouched for to get the job, is not playing Keon Ellis, who's our best defender, and you a defensive guy. Somebody on Twitter said he loved DeMar DeRozan, give him 40 minutes. He right. Like, DeMar DeRozan play no defense, bro. And he all isolation. Like, bro, Sabonis don't like his role. He don't like how the franchise had plummeted since he got there. He's talking like, yes. Like, bro. And I know the GM, if he's a good one, he's sitting back like, man, we're letting the season ride, and we're gonna sell everybody. You know what I mean? It's my first year. We're gonna let Doug Christie do what he do. The next year we're gonna get our guy and we're gonna start over. Which I'm okay with. That's what you normally do when you take. That's what the Commanders did. New owner came in. They didn't fire Ron Rivera. They don't stay. You know what I mean? But you're gonna trade Chase Young and Montez Sweat though. You're gonna do that, my boy. But you know what I'm saying? So maybe we'll do something like that before the trade deadline. But if we could find a person, they said there was a team that wanted Zach LaVine.
Phoenix Suns.
No, it was it wasn't the Phoenix Suns. It was somebody else who they just traded for. Somebody just traded for another Zach LaVine type player who had a lot of money. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got a super chat. Oh yeah. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead, Tomo.
Shout out to Big O Man being a member for 26 months. Shout out to R2L. But guess what? We back we back. Division getting a little closer. Hashtag ball for 94. Hashtag Shouty COI, aka Coach of the Year. See you in Detroit.
And you know what's crazy? We talking about y'all getting the playoffs and wild card.
I'm sorry. If we get into the playoffs for a wild card, Kyle Shanahan should be coach of the year. I don't care what nobody say. All the injuries we had is no way anybody should get it over him.
Bro,
He
Shane
lost,
Steichen, bro. He tripping.
he lost Bosa, Fred Warner, Michael Williams. I can
Dave.
go ahead and name other players on the defense.
Or the Denver Broncos, bro.
BA ain't played at all this year, and he's probably going to be gone. Pearsall was out for a long time. Purdy was out for a long time. Like, come on, man.
I hear you, Dave, but we're gonna get the sympathy votes.
Who?
Who?
We lost a player.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. I know how the world works.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying, but
you're right. You're right.
Bro.
But
I would give it to the. I was giving it to the 49ers. I think at the time they were winning their division. And at the time they were. They had just beat the Rams when I came out and said that y'all was winning our division, and y'all were like a 2 or 3 seed. I'm like, yeah, but now y'all a 7 seed. The team that should get it is Shane Steichen, bro, or Sean Payton. It got to be one of those two because nobody had a Denver Broncos or Mike Vrabel.
Between the two teams, it should be us, not them.
No, it should be Mike Vrabel.
Joe didn't hear the first part.
Joe didn't hear me. Joe didn't hear me at all.
My bad. I'm with you on that. Dave. I'm with you on that because Purdy been hurt. Dak been there.
I'm just saying. All right.
I mean,
if we speaking football wise, yes, I agree. But I'm just saying, if there's gonna be somebody out there to be like, bro, did you see what they went through? Their defense was terrible.
Oh, he's talking about that. Meaning, like, I think he's talking about sympathy.
You got a special. Like, the manager made it. The manager made it.
I think he's talking about like sympathy, far as like what happened.
Somebody gonna throw that in there too.
I don't know. They ain't gonna lie. Like,
I've seen it.
Yeah, I seen it too, but I forgot who the guy was. I can't even find a dude. Oh, here we go. Oh, I thought I had it. But anyways, I forgot what I mentioned in the chat though. I forgot what organization it was, but somebody is looking to get Zach LaVine.
It's the Suns.
It's not. No, it is a team that just made a trade though. It's a team that just made a trade last year for a guy with a contract. I forgot who it was. Anyways. But the Kings, man, blow it up. It ain't y'all. Shout out to the Miami Heat, number 3 seed, 6 game winning streak. Y'all doing y'all thing. You know, Jimmy Butler 10-10, looking sad over there, watching y'all winning.
You know, blew out the Bulls after somebody said that they was gonna sweep us this year. But I ain't hear from him since then either. So
yeah, but I had whoop the dude there. He knew he was gonna say that. He's about the coaching thing. Yeah. But I do want to say this. I don't know the score right now, but Texas playing Texas A&M right now. We need this dub to get in the dance. And Commanders, JD5, man, he's ruled out against the Broncos. So Marcus Mariota will be out there to try to stop the bleeding for the NFC East. You know, because the Denver Broncos has beaten the Eagles, they beaten the Cowboys, and they beat the Giants. So we are up to the task to stop this losing streak in the NFC East against the Broncos. I'm looking forward to that. But that's it, fellas. Good show.
Y'all play Sunday, right?
Sunday night.
They still got it on Sunday night?
Yeah, come on, bro. Yes, they do. Come on, bro. Yeah.
Just saying, man.
I mean, we got Marcus Mariota and Bo Nix. I mean, they like the same type of quarterback for real.
But you know what?
They're like, yeah. I mean, you got a point. Yeah.
I'm just talking about how Mariota give away there's a turnover every game, and then you playing the Broncos. Like, what if this the one game he perfect? My bad. Go ahead, Dave. Let's get out of here, man.
Hope y'all enjoyed y'all holiday.
She does smell like you, Dave, by the way.
Nah, for real.
Appreciate it. You know, everybody calls her my twin, so you know, I feel good about that. But yeah, hope everybody enjoyed their holidays. Hope you got essentials for Black Friday. You ain't just go crazy and buy some stuff that you don't really need, but you got something that you actually needed. And yeah, just feel good to be back on the show. And Chiefs, I hope you missed the playoffs. And shout out to the Miami Heat. Shout out to Eric Spoelstra, got 800 wins, man. 800 wins as a head coach. Shout out to Spo, man.
Man, that's what's up.
Trade Terry.
You're not gonna get it.
Trey, who?
Terry. Not your Terry.
Not your Terry.
Okay.
I mean, you might want to after the way he's stealing money. Shout out to our superstar.
The Bucks.
The what?
They traded for Kuzma. The Bucks.
Oh.
Looking for Levine.
The Bucks?
The Bucks.
To get Levine?
Yeah, the Bucks are interesting. Yeah.
Where Kuzma come from? Where Bradley Beal go? I'm just saying, bro. I told you, Joe, it's a Phoenix Suns out there every day, man. I tell you, man. So just know, don't ever when in doubt, these players can go. And also, my last words before I say shout out to our superstar members. The Clippers are so bad that Chris Paul said, I don't only want to play basketball no more. Who play on the Clippers? Shout out to our superstar members. Shout out to Big O who dropped the super chat. Shout out to BWT Teddy. Shout out to Decorius. Shout out to FFC Coach Coombs, Chris, Giovanni, Donnell, RBO Vaughn, Taniqua, Dave, myself, and Joe. And we have a new subscriber. Shout out to my man, the Giants fan, who said he got Joe Mitchell. Make sure you drop some more stories. Chris Mitchell, make sure you drop some more stories in the comments because you said you got stories. But outside of that, my last words was really just keep winning, Cowboys. Just keep proving me wrong and keep proving the fan base wrong at this point, man. Because again, every week y'all come in there and I tell you like this, Joe, can you win the game in the first quarter? Can you win the game in the second quarter? Can you win the game in the third quarter? Can you score in the third quarter? I'm just joking. That's my last one. And name another team outside of the Eagles in the Super Bowl that had Mahomes looking so sad on Thanksgiving. That last 2 minutes when he knew he wasn't getting the ball back and the camera panned to him, he looked like he wanted to cry. He was like, man, we really lost to these guys? Like, yeah, you lost. Sorry, Andy. Make sure y'all come back next week, man.
That's good. That's all we have for y'all today. Appreciate y'all for sticking around a late Monday night.
I'll be waiting.
The evil villain voice.
I know.
Don't run, DeVore.
So that's all we have for y'all today, and we'll see y'all Tuesday, next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.